So there we go, we're all full on stress now. Our stress level is all the way to the top, which means we can run the furthest distance that we can. Oh look, this is the... is there a light switch in here? It'd be very handy if there was, but there's not. There's a picture. That is why.
Doctor, flanked by his beautiful spouse.
Yes.
Pure happiness, captured on cardstock.
What's in here? Nothing. This one, nothing. And this one, nothing. Anything in these? Lots of books. Ah, potatoes! Potatoes! Just for Ellie, potatoes. And what's that? Oh, it's a ladle. It looked a bit... Because the alias thing, it looked a bit sharp and like saw-like, so... ooh. Lamp. Go. Put that away now. This doesn't look very appealing for a doctor's... Oh, we can inspect it. I was looking for a little button to... Someone here had lost a few litres of blood. Cal thought of the accident in the forest. A lumberjack cut his hand with a saw or moose hunting that went wrong. In any case, it went too fast for me to read. But that's obviously like missing dialogue or something. That beep.
Doctors used light-reflecting frontal mirrors to look inside the patient's cavities. That was a bit unsettling. But back then, it was pretty much always the case with medicine.
I could never really catch her name. The men call her Laura. She had a throat injury, a lot of blood. The bullet caused a lot of damage. Even the cerebellum was hit. No hope, cardiac arrest. The men found her like this. At least that's what they say. But in small villages, sometimes it's best to keep our eyes closed. They insist I don't get involved with the death certificate delivery. This whole story disgusts me. So that sounds like somebody was shot,
Julia,
dead.
the doctor's spouse, was equally pretty and faithful. A deep kindness radiated from her eyes.
Take the medicine.
The injured could be recognized by the large stains of red, an informal nickname given to Merbromen, smudged all over their injuries. Dr. Beaupre had done his medical studies quite far from here. He was surely one of the first students out of the new
Montreal.
campus to settle on the mountainside.
And we're in what, Quebec, I think? Is that? I think
A
that's
chamber
what it is.
pot. Fortunately
Yeah.
for Carl, inspecting it wouldn't further this particular investigation.
Yeah. Books. Old history books. Ooh. I thought that was something we could look at on the globe. Various cheap wines. Lots of cheap wines by the looks of it. I think that's it for in the doctors. Although, is that just a gap in the curtains there? Yeah, I can't jump while I'm in here. I can jump while I'm outside. And I also can't run while inside. I'm guessing this is a door to the outside. But it's locked or something. Can't get through. Go out here. Let's have a look round the back. So it's got an outhouse building. That's obviously an invisible barrier we can't get through yet. Maybe it's like the continuation of the story that... Because this is an early access game, maybe it's just part of the map that's not finished yet, or part of the story that's not done. Speaking of Dunny. Oh, another lamp. And what's this? Is this like an outbuilding? This looks like an outbuilding, doesn't it? Is this like the waiting area? No. Oh, dustbin. Look in the dustbin. Always some good stuff in the dustbin. Yeah. So that is another door going in. Right, so let's go down back to the car. And load this stuff away that we've got, because we're quite a bit on weight at the moment. What are we on? 80%? 99% weight at the moment. So we couldn't actually pick another thing up. So we're going to go and deposit the logs. We shall deposit... What can we deposit? duct tape. Filled gas can, we'll deposit again. And lantern. There we go. That'll do. And where can we actually go now? That's the wrong button. So if we look on the map where we are now, I think hang on, let's get in the car so we're not don't freeze to death outside. We'll have a look at the map when we're in here. Right, I'm thinking, because where we are now, I'm thinking like everything else to the left. Yeah, that's where it's all hatched off and we can't go. So does that mean we're going to have to go all the way up to here? I don't know, let's find out. Let's find out. I think we might have to go all the way up there. And do something that continues the story on. Although, oh, hang on a minute. What was that number? Was it 739? Oh, what was the house with the... Oh, we should find the house that had the safe in. You remember the number when we found that guy that was frozen, the general store manager? I think it was 739. So let's go back to his house. Driving across the bridge a little bit quicker that time. I don't actually remember which house it is. Oh, it's the house with the little... yes, the house that's further down here. The first one on the left. The one on the left as we go down. Oh. Yeah, we have to go through the general store. Oh, come on. Stuck on a snowbank. Little bit... difficult to manoeuvre around there, but we made it. So it's the first, did I say it's the first on the right? Hang on, I don't remember. I'm really, as I say, I'm really bad at remembering directions and things. No, it's going to be the first, the only one on the left. And we're going to go off the road. It's the only house that comes up on the left. So let's keep an eye out for that. I think it was 739, or was it 789? Surely it could be 789, because that's too easy, right? For a safe code. But then what's the letter? There wasn't anything for the letter. I think this is the one, right, with the burning arrow on the steps. I think this is the one. Let's go up. Is that a telephone wire? I didn't notice that before. Maybe it is a telephone wire. Did we go around the back? Yes, we did, because we took a photo of this lady, didn't we? Poor woman. I can't actually remember her name, because I'm really bad with names too, but... Poor woman. Right, fire's still burning nicely. Just gonna raid your safe, love. Right. So, I don't know... what this would be. But let's try 7, 3. Okay, then apparently it's B. What's in here? Why was it B? Is the guy's name B? Bernard? Was it Bernard? Maybe? I don't know. What's this? William Hamilton is a scoundrel. Like Seraphin Pudrier, he blackmails everyone in the village, starting with me. This document contains all the pieces of evidence proving that Hamilton bribed federal authorities as part of his acquisition of that damned mine. That he used henchmen to intimidate members of the local populace is unlikely to get the attention of Montreal's courthouses, however. Courthouses. However, if it would so happen that some ministers saw their palms greased up to the hilt, it would certainly be another story entirely. What a headline that would make. The English are all the same. We shall prevail. Hamilton is not a scoundrel, he's a murderer. He acts like he has remorse, but I don't believe it. I think he will pay a high price for his crime. I don't really believe in Amerindians' magical powers, but I believe in their revenge. Is Amerindians like the native people of Atemepec? Maybe? Why is there like a light radiating from me as well? Yeah, so that's that anyway. To be honest, that wasn't that interesting. We knew Hamilton's doing something dodgy with the mines. We knew it. I mean, pick some more of these up. Right, we're full again. I mean, it's obvious, isn't it? Somebody comes and buys out rights to a place, in a place, and then things get messed up. It's always the way. So we deposit these logs off we just picked up. I hope this like doesn't get full. I don't know if we're going to need as many logs as we've got in there actually. Right, we're going to go to the place, I think. That's all the way on the top of this map. You know, the one kind of house that we've got there. So we'll go there and we'll find out what's going on. Also, on the way, I may check to see if that place has become unblocked again because we found the code to the safe. I don't know if because we found that it's now going to let us progress through there. So I'll check that at the same time, you know, while we're on the way, because it is on the way. So the first place is like the general store. We've got to go round, haven't we, because of the fallen tree. But it's like, where is everybody? There's like nobody at all. Expect to see at least one person. Like, even if they were just, ooh, hiding out in their house. Right, let's go and see. Got to go over that rickety old bridge again. But we shall see if we can actually get past that section now. Or not. And as it turns out, no we can't. That snuck up on us. I did not see that. Luckily, I don't think there's any crash damage to the truck. I don't think that's the thing. So, yeah, we'll just turn around and pretend like nothing ever happened. Back over the bridge. Oh. There's a car here. Landslide? Does that mean like we're not going to be going anywhere? Let's take a look at this car anyway. The landslide. Is that like electric?
The truck was fresh. That meant the car sunk down just a little while ago. Now where the hell could the passengers possibly have gone?
So they must be close by. There's some matches there and a boot. A boot. It's funny saying that in Canada. A boot. So we can jump on top of here. Right, can we see any footprints for the passengers? No. Then where would they all have gone? Have they gone this way maybe? Let me also take a look at the map. See, we're nowhere near that house up there. But this is definitely a point of interest. So it looks like maybe they picked their suitcase up and went this way. It looks like the manual owner seems to be Wilfred Roy. Ah, this is Uncle Willie that we're looking for, right? I can hear some stuff. I don't know if it's... Yeah, it's that sparking. That's fine. Ah, there's more ice forms here. Are we going to find this guy frozen? I am going to, I think... Just in case. We are following wolf tracks after all. And it is getting a bit ominous and spooky, so... What the...
Carl knew why he was suddenly shivering. He was going back to the realm of visions. Carl had no issue recognizing the spirit-like figures, but he couldn't figure out what they wanted from him. The phantom, freed of reality's shackles, vanished in the forest. Earlier, Carl had witnessed a tragedy that befell it. Another phantom disappeared in the wilderness. Carl had seen what happened to it too.
What the frick are these? Right, let me go this way a minute. If we come back far enough, is it all just going to go back to the real world?
Carl sensed that the cold was beating a retreat.
Yeah.
As if he was moving away from some kind of center of gravity.
I see. Only 2 frozen characters can be found. Okay. So in the beta version, only 2 frozen characters can be found. But I'm guessing, right, once the game's released, then we can find these other 2 characters. I'm guessing that then unlocks this place. And that's probably... Oh, is this the mines? And I'm guessing then that's obviously where the end part of the story is going to be.
Awareness. The vision was wavering.
So currently, because we're in beta, you can only find 2 of the frozen spirits of what seems to be 4. Can we carry on this way? If there's been a landslide. Maybe we can. So is that all we can do in the beta? Have we done everything we can do? I don't know. Let's see if we can carry on. No, I don't think we can.
Road turned into nothingness. Carl hated dead ends. Made him feel trapped. It seemed like the lake managed to completely swallow the road.
Yeah, so I think maybe, unless we can get round another way, can we like get all the way round this way? Or is it all fenced off? Oh! It's a wolf. Maybe I should have just shot it. See what happened. So, what's in here? Some meat. Ah, a wire. That's a magnet. But that looks like the icon it was saying for wire. To connect a wire. What's this? Start fire. Okay, we'll go and grab a log. There's a campsite here. So maybe we'll just have to go exploring a bit. And we'll be able to find another way. Right, let me go and grab a log and start that fire. Hopefully we can warm up a bit as well. I don't know if the cold's doing anything to our health yet. I don't know if it tells you that it's affecting your health, but... And this seems fairly close to a tree to have a fire, but we're doing this anyway. We stand on it. But yeah, anyway, I think I'm going to leave this session here anyway, because it's been quite a long recording session for me. Yeah, obviously if I can, I will do a bit of research and see if I can progress past this stage. If not, then this is Kona so far anyway, which I think is really good. I'm quite intrigued into the story of what's going on and stuff like that. Let's get in the car so we don't freeze. As I say, if you do like this series, make sure you go and leave a like on all the videos. Everything's going to be in a playlist so you can see it all as well. Subscribe and you'll see the rest of this game when it obviously comes out and gets finished. And yeah, I'll see you next time, guys. Bye bye.